a genderless collab, bonding over baby, and literally fighting for love. Landon Barker grew up with a world-famous dad, but he's living life as his own man now. Life on the road isn't as glamorous as it seems, and it's something Landon Barker learned at a young age. The former rock star in training has since taken those training wheels off, but he hasn't forgotten how his childhood set him apart from his peers. The singer was thrust into the world of reality television when he was just a baby after starring alongside his father in the 2005 series Meet the Barkers. The show featured their unconventional lifestyle amidst Travis's life as a famous drummer, and even captured Landon's first steps. But the fashion designer admitted that having a spotlight on him at such a young age had lasting effects. Following his father along on his mini-tour commitments while growing up meant he wasn't around to form connections with other children his age.
I definitely didn't have as many friends growing up because of that.
Despite the bumps along the road, he admitted he's grateful for the VIP experience his father gave him, and the constant touring also led him to become closer to his sister Alabama, who became his rock. During an appearance on the Lightweights podcast, Landon said, "We were like all each other had." Landon Barker admitted that his father's deadly plane crash still affects him to this day. The Blink-182 drummer nearly lost his life in 2008 after boarding a small airplane alongside his assistant Chris Baker and his security guard Charles Still. The aircraft's tire blew out and had to abort takeoff, but ran out of airspace after crossing a South Carolina highway and crashing into an embankment. While Barker barely survived the incident and was left with severe second-degree wounds, Still and Baker did not. The harrowing incident has left a scar on not only Travis's life, but his son Landon's, who admitted he has trouble boarding planes to this day. Travis opened up about Landon's fear in the Hulu special, Till Death Do Us Part, admitting that his son almost skipped his and Kourtney Kardashian's Portofino wedding over the ordeal.
We didn't know if Landon was gonna make it because he's so afraid of flying. I think he walked off 2 commercial flights.
The fear of flying haunted Travis for years as well, something he only got over as recently as 2021. The artist told GQ that he went 13 years without boarding a plane until he faced his fears and boarded a plane to Mexico, alongside Kourtney, and has been flying ever since. Landon Barker's relationship with his mother, Shayna Moakler, has had its fair share of ups and downs over the years. Moakler and Travis were married for 4 years and welcomed 2 kids together before divorcing in 2008. Their relationship was tumultuous, with multiple reports of cheating allegations on both sides. Their split was just as rocky, with a bitter custody battle and police calls making headlines as the two navigated their new roles as co-parents. While the dust may have settled on their former relationship, Landon still holds a grudge. When a troll commented on a TikTok video claiming that he and his sister were picking Kourtney and Travis over their mother, Landon replied, "Actually, if you weren't such a dumbass, you would realize our mom has never been in our lives, and isn't in our lives like our dad is." Landon didn't approve of his mother's previous relationships either, taking to Instagram to air his grievances about Moakler's then-boyfriend, Matthew Rondo. In 2021, he wrote that his mother could, quote, "do better." Despite his mother not being a huge part of his life, Landon Barker admits he's more than happy with his relationship with Kourtney Kardashian. The reality star started dating Travis in 2021 and tied the knot in an Italian wedding the following year. The nuptials were featured in the Hulu special Till Death Do Us Part, which highlighted intimate moments of the ceremony, including a speech by Landon, in which he touched on Kardashian being a great addition to his growing family.
"You look out for me like a mother and always have had my back. I really think you have filled the empty spot in my heart so well."
Landon and Kardashian have since joined forces on social media as well, posting a joint TikTok video to a sped-up version of Miguel's Sure Thing. The reality TV star also teamed up with her stepson on TikTok to promote his single, Friends with Your Ex. The two were seen lip-syncing along to the track shortly after its release. Landon Barker took on the fashion world in 2022 with the release of his clothing line in collaboration with the brand Boohoo Man. The UK-based brand is a digital direct-to-consumer retailer that features everything from basic knits and t-shirts to rocker-inspired biker wear and upgraded 90s looks. Barker co-designed 40 pieces for the brand, dubbing it a genderless line that aims to make people feel good regardless of their gender identity. As he explained to Teen Vogue, there aren't any boundaries. Clothing is for everybody. Barker's pieces encompass his own adventurous style, from pinstripe pants to pearls and chain link details. He hopes to send a message to his peers that fashion knows no limits, something he constantly embodies when he dresses himself each day. He revealed, "However you want to express yourself, you should. I paint my nails. I wear glittery shirts. When I get dressed every day, I don't have guidelines." Barker admitted he tends to stick to more tailored looks with a rock influence, ones inspired by some of his favorite artists, including A$AP Rocky and Machine Gun Kelly, telling High Snob Biety, "Kells always has great rock, crystallized, crazy pink looks. And A$AP Rocky just has great street style. I like many different types of style. I just like the way people execute them differently." With his dad being a world-renowned drummer, it's only natural that Landon Barker would embark on a music career of his own. Barker debuted his first single, Friends with Your Ex, in 2023, giving listeners a look at his love life. Barker released the track with DTA Records, the label his father created in 2019 in partnership with Elektra Music Group. He worked with producer Nick Long on the track, who is known for his past work with Machine Gun Kelly. Honing in on years of experience learning from his father, Barker says the single's release has been a long time coming, telling Variety, "I've been wanting to do this since I was a kid, since I was probably 8 or 10 years old. Just watching my dad perform, I've always been inspired and wanted to be up on stage and move people with music of my own." With Landon's star power on the rise, he recognizes that he will have to face criticism from listeners who believe Travis is behind his success. He explained, "I mean, if the song's incredible, everyone's going to be like, it's because he got help from his dad. If the song's horrible, everybody's going to be like, he's not as good as his dad." He went on to add that either way people receive it, he takes the internet with a grain of salt. With a debut single titled Friends with Your Ex, it's safe to assume Landon Barker's love life is at least a little bit complicated. Barker debuted his relationship with Charli D'Amelio on social media in 2022, but they've shared their fair share of ups and downs while dating, specifically in the TikTok world, where they first appeared together in a video. Not only did Barker feud with D'Amelio's ex-boyfriend, Chase Hudson, who shaded the singer after they began dating, but Barker also made headlines in 2023 after appearing to get into a fistfight. Video stills captured by fans shows Barker in what looks to be a brawl with fellow TikToker, Joe Chavez, at a party in Los Angeles, leaving him with a bloody eye. The footage was obtained by Deserto, and the dispute allegedly sparked after the singer argued in defense of his girlfriend. Barker posted a photo of his face to his Snapchat following the debacle, featuring red marks around his eyes, saying in the caption, "Successful shoot day, besides my eye, LOL." As Landon Barker's star was on the rise, he was dealing with several personal demons of his own. The singer was performing his and Machine Gun Kelly's joint track, Die in California, on stage at Madison Square Garden in 2022, shortly after he got news that Travis had been hospitalized for pancreatitis. While he was able to compartmentalize the unexpected news for the performance, Landon told People magazine that he had much more than his father's health problems on his mind at the time. The singer admitted he had been struggling with alcohol at the time, something he weaned off of after recovering from a concussion. He confessed, "I think 100% it's important for me to not make that a habit again. I always tell myself I'll only drink on special occasions now. I just steer away from everything." The Friends with Your Ex singer also revealed he deals with symptoms related to ADHD, OCD, anxiety, derealization, and depression, many of which he's learned to overcome through the help of exercise, therapy, and medication. As he explained, disassociating and dissociation kind of just hit me like a truck last year, and it was just the most awful experience. It kind of started with, I would drink, and then the day after I would disassociate really bad, and that's kind of how my habit of drinking a lot started. Now with his struggles behind him, Barker admitted he's more than happy to spread the word about potential solutions for those in need. Landon Barker has been known to change up his hairstyles over the years, but the singer's reason for his evolving locks may surprise fans. After going platinum blonde for a short period, the artist admitted he returned to his signature black hair color after receiving backlash online. In a since-removed Instagram story, Barker shared a selfie of his new hairstyle with the caption, "POV, the internet bullies you into making your hair black again." Barker had previously uploaded a video showcasing his blonde hair to TikTok while he sang along to MGK's track, God Save Me. But several users trolled the look. Despite the haters, Barker's girlfriend didn't seem to mind the hair. as the two were seen enjoying a friend's birthday party in Los Angeles shortly after he debuted the previous look. Barker isn't afraid to change up his look on the reg, and he has even partnered with NYX Cosmetics to showcase his makeup skills. The singer debuted his transformation into a werewolf in a video using the cosmetic brand's product, featuring drawn-on teeth and purple eyeshadow. He also sported a custom NYX Cosmetics jacket, complete with ruffled hair to round out the look. Barker has been vocal about helping those of all genders feel comfortable in their skin, and he even showed off his girlfriend Charli D'Amelio's makeup skills when he let her do his makeup. Landon Barker gained a new half-sibling when Kourtney Kardashian and Travis welcomed their first child together, a son named Rocky, in 2023. While he was more than happy with the new addition, Landon joked that he had been hoping to remain the only son in the family. In an interview with SiriusXM TikTok Radio, the singer admitted that he had been rooting for a little girl, and jokingly added that he has no plans to help change the diapers anytime soon. The Diane, California artist admitted during an appearance on The Zach Sang Show that he hadn't even had a chance to hold the baby yet, but he was excited for a new role as a big brother.
I've never really had like a baby sibling. It's always been me and my sister, 2 years apart.
He went on to explain that he's happy to experience baby Rocky as an adult, especially since he won't need to be competing for attention.